You know, many years ago, I read a comment under someone's YouTube saying, "I love you, girl, but YouTube is not real work." And oh my gosh, she is a liar. She's a liar. This is super awkward. I already wrote stuff that I was gonna say, but now that I'm actually recording, I won't say that I'm nervous, but for some reason I feel completely out of my element. This is completely out of the norm for me. I can't believe that I watch so many content creators day to day, in the background while I'm doing other tasks, chores or while drawing and stuff like that. It's crazy how normal that is to me to hear other people speaking through my phone, but now it's weird for me to speak to my own phone. I don't know, it's just such a weird feeling. And honestly, clicking a button isn't that hard. I feel it's more mentally difficult. I don't know, as I'm speaking, it's feeling more normal right now, but still. But I want to get better at vocalizing myself, because I make art and I want to be able to present it and actually be able to talk about it in a coherent way. So I need the practice. So that's why I feel I have to do this. And I do get tired when things start feeling the same for too long. So I want I'll try something new, or a new hobby, new whatever. So that's what I'm doing now, because I've already done the upload pictures thing. So now it's experimentation with video presentation of my art. And honestly, the reason why I want to do videos now is because last summer, kind of around that time, I started making pop-up art. And for some reason, I was not liking how it was coming out in photos, because up until that point, I was perfectly happy making my art and then just taking a photo and being yep, I'm done. But it was so frustrating when I was making pop-up art and I was trying to get pictures of it, and I'm just but it just looks so there was no razzle, there was no it wasn't popping, yeah. So, and it's really funny because I was very against the idea of making videos for social media, for my art and stuff like that, or in general, even just of I don't know, those cute videos where someone's "Ooh, look at my outfit." I like watching those, but I don't know, I just didn't identify with me myself doing that. And I was very anti, the anti-real people, I don't want to do reels. Yeah, I was like that, but not that obnoxious. But yeah, I was in that. That's the thought process I was in. I was no, videos aren't my strong suit. I don't think I can do it. But yeah, I'm trying to challenge that belief. So, yeah. And then now something that I'm noticing when I'm trying to make the videos now is I'm realizing how much how long the footage is, and I managed to cut it down. So now this video is gonna be 11 minutes, almost 12. But I'm only almost 4 minutes into the audio, and I'm what am I supposed to say for the rest of it? Oh my gosh. And this is coming from someone who's already written a list of things to speak about, and all of a sudden I don't want to follow it, because I'm nope, actually I don't want to do that. I don't like those ideas anymore. But yeah. And also I feel there's this effort to avoid being cringe, but if you listen to a lot of people on YouTube, they say, yeah, my first video was cringe, video before that, my early videos were so cringe. So I think it's just something you're gonna have to deal with. Yeah, it's gonna be cringe, and that's it. You keep going. There's no getting around it. There's just stuff I'm gonna have to learn by doing. So, and of course it's gonna feel awkward. I'm actually kind of excited because this is a topic that I actually like talking about. So, and also when I was able to see me doing art on video, I noticed certain habits that I didn't realize that I had. So honestly, I'll probably like, not to sound cheesy, but this probably will be like a growth arc. Like, oh wow, that's what I do. That's what I look like when I'm making art. Like, it didn't register to me because it wasn't relevant. Like, I was just making it. Like, so it's interesting to watch. Also, it probably would be relevant for me to, at least address what I'm doing in the video right now. I'm like drawing abstract flowers for another project that I want to work on later. And these are like the sketches, possible ways that it might look. So that's what I was working on here. I guess it would also be relevant for me to talk about the art mediums, like the art materials that I like working with. So I like working with pencil, color pencil, marker, although I'm not really like that skilled with marker yet. It's more experimental. I've actually been painting more often ever since I did Inktober last year, because I had to learn like painting with inks, because I have a glass dip pen set and I have inks that come with it, and I was kind of shocked at what you could do with it, and I hadn't thought to experiment like that before participating in the challenge, which I guess is the point of a challenge. So what else? I also like working with crayon, which is funny because I had moments in my art journey where I felt insecure about that, because I was just like, ugh, people are gonna think it's like childish, but like you can make some really like compelling artwork with crayon. Like, it's just the intensity, and like I just like the texture of it. Like, it's just nice, it's satisfying. Like, yeah, it's waxy and people complain about that, but there's ways to work with it. I also like to work with paper. I like to cut paper. I like, I like making shapes and just building things out of it, layering. It's very satisfying. Another thing to think about with this channel is whether or not I want to give like a serious vibe or show like more like my goofy side. To be honest, I don't think I can do one vibe, like, cause I don't know, I wouldn't be able to keep up the serious thing for too long, and I wouldn't be able to keep up the goofy thing and like haha cracking jokes. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep that up the whole time. So I think it's going to be a blend of both. I also have to consider like what would be valuable for like what value someone would get from my channel. For example, I have other videos that I'm currently editing, but I have to consider like what's relatable to me might not be relatable to others, because some of the other videos I have coming up, they're like drawings of like things that I'm interested in, or like pop-up art of like a bridge with a zip line on it. But it's just like, who really is like searching for that or like thinking about that? So I have to think in terms of relatability, which is kind of hard because it's just like, I don't know how, like, I don't know you. That being said, I do have ideas about what kind of videos to make after I get my first few videos out, because I already filmed them. There's going to be a lot of new show, well, not new, but like old shows that are renewing, coming out with a new season that I'm excited to draw. Also, sorry about the audio in the beginning. I think I was talking too close to the mic, and the audio is kind of like, yeah, it's okay, but also not okay. This is my first attempt at a voiceover, so yeah, the quality is beginner level. Now would be a good time to talk about my background in art and my experience so far. I started taking art seriously like in the 2020-2021 range. I have been doing art since elementary school, but I did take a break when I was getting frustrated with when it felt like my art progression was going like too slowly for my liking. I can't remember the exact time frame, but I did take a longish break from art in like the 2018 to 2019 range. Like, I was still making art, but it was like doodles, but like I stopped trying to pressure myself to make like finished pieces and like fully like illustrated, like shaded and colored pieces because it was starting to get bad for my mental health. I would see an image in my head and try to draw it, and it wouldn't come out like the image in my head, and I would feel so much frustration. When I took the break from art, I was still observing the world around me and trying to remember what I was looking at and like really examining like the shape of the items around me, like the world, the trees, the chairs, random items, because part of being like making art is being able to memorize certain shapes and put them together in an aesthetically appealing way. So we're in the last minute, so now would be a good time to ask the viewer, although I don't know who that would be since this is like my first video, questions. So what are your hobbies and how did you get into it? Are you also an artist? And what do you like about it? If you made it this far, you can put the butterfly and the bubble emoji if you want to. I'm not going to force anybody. Actually, it would be kind of funnier if you put the cricket emoji since I'm new. This is the time where I should thank you for watching my first video. Although technically this is not my first video, it's my second video. But saying first video sounds so much more exciting. You know what? This is my first voiceover video. Let's hope that I improve for your sake and my sake. Goodbye.